It's not going good for the Democrats in any kind of way. And here we got Grant Cardone going against it, and then we also got Officer Tatum going against a young black liberal that feels what's the word when you feel like you got a chip on your shoulder? Entitled. But let's listen. And then also it's showing you how black people are feeling about the Democratic Party also. So this is really interesting. Started off, man, this is how I feel about everything that's going on. I'm just letting y'all know. This is how I feel about everything going on. Everything going on. This is how I feel about it. But look on this clip, man. So Grant Cardone jumped out there. I didn't know that he had anything he was speaking on. And then so he's talking about how things are crashing under this economy. He went in. I saw this part. You did? Okay. On the video. Okay. She wants to build 3 million homes when we need 4 million. Why does it sound like it's coming out of TV? She wants to raise taxes on the top 50%. They already pay 97.5%. It's low. She wants to give a $25,000 tax credit to first-time buyers. All that's going to do is increase the price of inflated homes already. And she wants to give 50 grand to new business owners as a tax credit when you got 2/3 of all the small businesses in America fucking suffering now. And her plan is to export California failed policies to the rest of this country. Harris and Joe broke the economy. Harris broke the border by herself. They have tripled the dollar, manufactured inflation, imported a fucking virus that killed millions of people. Whoa. Take your guns if you have them. I got mine. They want to silence your voices and they want to break your family unit up. I know this sounds crazy. I know it sounds bizarre. If you're listening to this, you're like, there's no way that could be true. But that's how they get away with it. It's so bizarre, it's true. And they will try to do it. Yo, so. Turn it down now. And I want y'all to hear this sister, man. That's just how things are going on. Y'all see what y'all see Grant speaking on. You got a billionaire speaking out talking about this. Points. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And then listen to this girl saying how he said how Kamala is completely losing the support of the black people. She's lost the support of black people. It's going to be a percentage that still go with her, but not like what they anticipated.
So at this point, Kamala Harris is flopping behind in the swing states. She's not getting Pennsylvania, and if Pennsylvania goes to Trump, so does Ohio and a few other states that follow in that pattern. In this case, they were not expecting Kamala Harris to be this exposed. They were hoping for two things to happen: that Trump would be in prison due to all his court cases, the whatever 90+ charges or whatever. That's all a bunch of bullshit. They were hoping that he would get tied up in that, but those cases are being shoved till after the elections because of shit that's been happening between Jack Smith and a bunch of other lawfare type nonsense. And then since that didn't work, the second thing they were hoping for was Trump to be ex-nayed at some point, and there's going to be more attempts, and most likely probably even afterwards. Something tells me it's going to happen regardless. But I feel like Trump is in the wise about that. I'm pretty sure he knows he has a mole in his securities.
Got to be.
His security cabin as far as that. Whoever's protecting him is supposed to oversee his protection is clearly failing on purpose. But I feel like there is somehow a way that Trump is safeguarded. Let's hope for that. No more political violence. The Holy Spirit. None of that, no matter what. If you have to resort to that, you're a fucking pathetic person. And if you cheer for that, you're a fucking pathetic person. But anyways, they were hoping for either one or two things supposed to happen. It did not happen. They were supposed to keep Kamala Harris in the basement like they did with Joe Biden. And it's not working. She's being overly exposed. People know that she has no plans, and any plans she comes up with was already ideas by Trump, like no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. And I think he threw those out there just to get her to be like reactionary, like, oh, let me do that too. And clearly no one did any research that Trump did any of this himself. But anyways, yeah, she's losing support. They had to have Obama come out and scold black men for not wanting to vote for her and all this stuff. Like, first of all, the left went after straight white men. What made you think that straight black men were not going to be next? Especially both categories in the non-college educated section where everyone's working blue-collar jobs. Why would they want to vote for a party that's against masculinity, that's against men.
Right,
like,
exactly.
You're catering to a bunch of angry Karens. So that's exactly what Kamala Harris' party stands for. So there's that. Let's just be honest here. Kamala Harris is trash. Everyone that's voting for her is trash. You can say whatever you want about me physically and whatever, but let's just be honest here. Like, you're pretty salty at this point, and you're a fucking dumbass if you actually think voting for Kamala Harris would be a smart idea. She has no plans. She has no future for anything other than more destruction and more inflation and more wars.
Exactly.
But, again, you can make fun of me, but be angry at the truth, though.
Listen to the sister. She's right. She's
Nobody's
right.
making fun of you, sis, and so glad that you were able to be vocal about, you know, your views. And sorry for the language, guys.
Yeah, it's a little language. So on this clip, on this next one, man, Officer Tatum, I wanted to go on I know it's a little spinoff from what's covered, but I wanted to show you the mindset of Officer Tatum's out at the schools, just like Charlie Kirk normally would be, and he's doing the same kind of setup. And then he's, but you have this victim mindset that.
What school was this? Do you know?
Was it Arizona?
It don't matter. Go ahead.
But you still have this victim mindset, and these people, no matter what, will be voting for Kamala. This boy is so victimized that he can't even hear no truths but the one his mama gave him, or Birth of a Nation, the movie, gave him 20 years ago.
I noticed you have the, unless I read wrong, you have the Make America Great Again.
Yeah, I do.
I want you to tell me exactly the point in history where America was great.
You know, it's funny.
Here we go.
Point to me a time in history where America wasn't great. Tell me where it starts.
The birth of America?
No, point in America where America wasn't great.
On murder and thievery and deception. What do you mean?
Now let me explain this to you real quick. This is for everybody to listen to. Everybody always has this perception
by his posture
that we shouldn't acknowledge America as being great. America started at a certain point and grew and came better over time. No country that you know of was 100% perfect at the foundation. No country.
Right.
You
no
didn't answer my
country in the
question.
world. No countries in Africa, no countries in Europe. You can name it. Everybody started at a certain point, and it became greater over
didn't
time.
answer my question.
Ever since you've been alive, America has been the greatest it's ever been.
You think so?
100%, brother. You can name somewhere else that's better than America. And why don't you live there?
Look at his posture.
I know you're not sure because they don't exist.
Show
me somewhere else that's as diverse as America. Anywhere.
Diverse?
That's as diverse.
What does diversity mean if
opportunities
are being
for all
against?
people? Show me another country that give opportunities for all people like America.
Do you think we have the same opportunity as everybody else, as black people?
Yeah, 100%.
With a 200-year economic head start on us and no
What's
reparations?
stopping you now? Aren't you at this university?
Yeah.
You're at the university just like all these white people.
Right.
How's that any different? Can't you?
I want you to go 2 blocks that way and tell me where they are.
No,
you can read. You can go to class. You can make good grades. I'm hoping that you're making straight A's. How is America stopping you from doing that?
Right.
And how is it stopping you from being prosperous enough to go down the street and make a difference in your own community?
Come on.
Choices.
How is America stopping you from doing that?
Why is it my responsibility to make a difference in my community that was sabotaged from the start?
I don't think. Let's go back to the foundation.
Do you think the CIA planted drugs in our communities?
They didn't make you sell it.
Do you think they?
No. I agree. Do you think
they burned down
stories of how
black
the CIA,
businesses? Do you know what Black Hollywood is?
Let's go one at a time. I've heard stories that the CIA planted drugs in the inner city communities. Not every black community, but in some. They still don't make you go and sell drugs to your brother, do they? Why are you not selling drugs right now? Because it doesn't make sense for you to do that. You have an opportunity to go to a university, get an education, and make yourself better and make your family better in the next few generations. Nobody's stopping us from doing that. I'm sitting on campus right now, and all these people are listening to me.
You know what's stopping
stopping me?
Money.
In America, what's stopping you from making money in America?
He was about to tell you.
It's not stopping us from making money.
You go to the same university as all these white people. How you got to do different?
Exactly.
You said what? Excuse me?
We're in debt.
That's
our fault. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, right?
Okay, we
were never given boots to begin with.
Let's start with this. I actually went and graduated from a university. So
This boy got such a chip on. But look at his demeanor, his attitude, and his chip. This mode, like the world owe me. I'm success, and I bet you he's the kind of kid that has survivor's remorse because I'm in college, and then people I know that got shot or got in trouble. But I feel like I'm in remorse because I'm in college. You get what I'm saying? And I bet you that's a well-known college, but that might be Arizona. But look, saying it's just like his posture, just everything about I don't receive anything because I want to be a victim and I want that.
So I'm not a guy that didn't go to college. I had a full scholarship, so I didn't pay for school in my undergrad. Graduate school, I paid for out of my pocket. I did not get a loan. I mean, I did not have to get loan forgiveness or nothing like that. I had $11,000 worth of debt, and I paid it. How is that different than anybody else out here?
Because everybody doesn't have the same opportunity.
Oh, bull!
How did I pay my loan off and you can't? Or
where you from?
Well, I'm from Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Dunbar High School.
Fort Worth,
right
Texas.
In the hood and stop 6. Right in the hood and stop 6. How did I get to this point if America's against me?
Did everybody in your neighborhood get to that point?
Well,
choices.
There's a lot of people in my neighborhood that made it out because they made better choices. I could have sold drugs. I didn't. Why? Because I wanted something better out of my life.
What do you say about the disproportionate wealth? Is that does that not matter?
It's about culture. How much money do you save?
I don't know. I'm in debt, bro.
You in debt?
Oh,
how much do you invest?
Excuses.
How did you get into debt? Who chose to come here?
Exactly.
Well, that's you laid it out. Now, when you come here, for every college student here, this should be an investment into your future.
Right.
Anybody that know anything about making money knows that you have to invest to get to the next step. You may be in debt to make an investment to get to the next step. So if you do this properly, this is a debt investment.
See, focus. Think first.
Yes, please.
Think before I speak. I mean, so this is the mindset of low vibration. And whoever who's been putting things in his ear has already got him believing a preconceived notion, plus what he watches and what he listens to and what he
got a bone throw shirt on.
The thing is, it's all a choice. It's a choice. It is a choice. Once you graduate high school and you have a choice to drop out, you don't even have to graduate. After you get to the legal age to say, I'm not going to get locked up for not being in school, drop out and then see what happens. It's a choice. No one else is responsible. Your parents are responsible for a certain age by law to make sure you go to school. But after that law, and legally, by when you turn that adult age, they can kick you out.
Correct.
So I mean, it's still a choice.
It is a choice.
And don't nobody make you go to class or go to school or have to want to be successful. That's your brain.
To make more money in the future. If you come here and clown around and take a major that won't put you anywhere, then you just got into debt for no doggone reason.
Exactly.
It's a cultural thing. Black people in America don't have wealth like others because they choose not to generate wealth through investments and passing their money down.
Who's teaching us to do this?
We should teach each other to do it. Why does somebody got to teach? You want the white man to teach us? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, hell, teach us something.
Okay, no, you could teach something. You got a college, you can get a college education. When you have children, teach your children.
So basically help yourselves. We know you have this 200-year head start.
That doesn't matter, bro. You don't have nothing to do with You don't have nothing to do with that.
Oh.
You don't have nothing to do with that.
I thought you said one at a time.
You don't have nothing to do with that.
I don't have nothing to do with what?
The 200 years that you're talking about.
Yes, I do. Have you ever heard of generational trauma, generational wealth? My people don't own anything. Where you come from? How can you build something when my people come from nothing? I come from South Memphis.
And I come from Stop 6.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I went to university.
What does comparison mean?
What does
comparison mean when the statistics say that we are behind?
Statistics.
We're not behind.
Right.
Some people are behind. We're not behind. Why? Because we make positive decisions. He's not behind. He's not behind. She's not behind. Do I want to go point out all the black people?
You're on a college campus.
Oh no!
See, that's
I want to see the full video of that.
That's part one. So I wanted to stop right there.
Yeah, I gotta watch the full video. I mean, please, that mindset is pointless. Pointless.
But these are the people. Stop right there. These are the people.
Pointless.
Did that come? Hope that didn't cut out in us.
No, still say 15 minutes.
Has this screen right here been up? Hopefully, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that ain't just pop up. Because then at some point it could have cut out the video. But I'm hoping not.
But
these are the people that will be no matter what Kamala does, no matter how much destruction that her as a president would be, they will vote for her because the 200-year mindset.
Well, but the thing is, there were so many rich black slaves. I mean, after slavery, so many black people came up. There was no welfare system back then. They didn't have food stamps.
No, they didn't have food stamps.
What do you call it? Housing.
That came
subsidized housing.
In the 70s or the 80s.
They didn't have all that. So what were they doing? Please don't go there, because Officer Tatum definitely stood his ground. But I can't deal with that type of mindset.
That guy was one of those guys, no matter what you say. That guy was one of those guys, no matter what you say, what you do, he wants to be the victim, and he wants to live it all for 200 years, and he wants that to be the only reason why he can't get ahead, and why he.
If people look like
I don't like his attitude. I don't like his attitude was just
like you can't tell me anything. Like you can't tell me anything, and that's why he won't be successful.
What's the definition of smug?
That's exactly why he will not be successful, because he thinks he already knows. And the point is.
Oh, perfect. Smug, or having or showing an excessive pride in oneself or one's achievement.
That's exactly why he won't be successful.
Full of pride.
And the thing is with the overall big picture is, if somebody looks like you did it, ain't no excuse. That kills all of that crap mindset, low vibrating mindset. Somebody, you can't get ahead because of this man, because of that man. If one person looked like you, not 10, 20, 50, 30, 5,000, one person looked like you, then that kills that. That kills that ideal. That's done, right, bro. It's too many black multimillionaires and billionaires in the USA.
So I want to say, just bring this together.
Alone. Anybody got time for that?
Black people you got
some, not all.
The economy,
not all.
The economy has been the worst in these last 4 years with the Biden and Kamala administration, Biden-Harris administration. Black people are starting to fade away from it, but you still have enslaved-minded younger people that haven't even gone through any of the things in their life. You came from Memphis, so he's South Memphis, so he could have come from the dreary parts. Memphis kind of tough. So so his attitude and his outlook on life it might be dark. I believe Memphis is a dark place, especially where he could have come from. So he has this mindset that he brought with him that he's had for a long time, and nobody can tell him otherwise until he experiences real life. And he's the kind of person that needs to be completely elevated from a white person so they can change their mindset, because he's got that old black mindset. So he needs a white person who he thinks is the enemy, even though you're in an all-white school predominantly, to help him elevate. And that's probably how that'll go, because he's going to have that little chip until he gets some help from an unknown source.
I think also too, that maybe being there at that school will allow him the opportunity to see what's really going on and to maybe change his perspective. It just needs to be a perspective shift and a perspective change. But that seems to be the mindset, and I'm going to bring it back around full circle about all the videos that we watched in regards to Kamala. Pretty much that's the support, that's the mindset that they're planning, that you need these particular things, that you got to have these particular things. You can't get ahead because of this, and that's just a bunch of crap.
That's right.
No.
All right, y'all. 2024, be more.
Talk less.
We're going to see you on the next one.